What's interesting as well, there's quite a lot of players that you'd expect to qualify in this who didn't. There's a few notable ones like Aidan Kasasi, Tim Dole did, Jimmy Buxton, Shandy, Brandon Ferns, A. Chadwick, Nate Ferns. None of these qualified out of the group stages, and there was only three people that actually went through out of the 64 unbeaten, which is crazy, really. Just three. But for me, the three were Danny Guest, Bailey Walters, and Adam Stubbs. But the group that Adam was in, for me, was probably the toughest one because it consisted of Daz Whalen, Callum Davies, Adam Burtonshaw, Colin Lever, Josh Sigley. They were all capable players, and for Adam to get through that without losing a frame, it was decent. That's unlucky. It would have been a good shot, that, to be fair. I think Pete's got to be looking at the plant here to the middle. The issue he's got is there's no real place to hide. So covering a pocket doesn't really help in these rules because you can play loss of turn. Josh's balls are all in play, so he's trying to make sure that where Pete leaves the white, if he doesn't play the plant, it's going to not leave an opportunity which will make him take the frame on. The big important thing I think with this clearance that Josh has got is the white is literally going from one end to the other end and back again, so it's really difficult. And the only, I suppose, saving grace from Pete there, he knows he's going to get knocked back in, but where do you leave the white ball so it's consistently safe? He didn't play him knocked in, which surprised me there. I guess Josh looks at that as to see that, well, if I keep Pete's balls on the table, it's one more he has to pot, which I get, but at the same point, if you don't develop the yellow you're trying to move the pocket on, it's just really a non-running shot. Now, depending on how attacking Josh is, he could play the cut and use the white to split the balls out at the bottom right-hand side of the table. Maybe that's one of his only chances to do it, but yeah. See, it was a clever shot from Pete because what Pete did was he invited Josh to take that shot, knowing that if he does get the shot, he needs a bit of luck. But then if he doesn't get the shot, that's one less ball on the table, which leaves only two, which makes it harder. I don't imagine Josh's next shot he will see any of his balls now, to be honest. And Pete will lay up probably his balls that are a bit unsafe for the next visit. If Josh doesn't leave a good white here, I expect it's frame over. What's interesting though is alluding back to that point I just mentioned about at the start of the frame when Josh started potting yellows. Because he started potting yellows, he potted two balls in quick succession. All of a sudden, he's got two less balls on the table he can actually do something with, and now he's in trouble. Whereas if he'd have kept the two balls on the table, he could have made Pete's balls more problematic and given him an extra chance. So really, for me, it's a classic case of trying to pot the frame when the frame's not there. It looks like on the bottom left-hand side of the table, the red will pass that yellow, whether it's just hitting the cushion first or flush. So to be honest, really, it's just for Pete to with it being the first frame on the table, I don't imagine he's played many on it. It's probably just to get his hand-eye on the weights of the pace of the cloth, to be honest, because it can catch you out, and it is a different type of cloth than the other tables here, so it is a bit of a different experience, along with, I'd say, probably 40 people watching you as well, so it's, yeah. I mean, ideally, the ball that is giving Pete the biggest concern is the one nearest the left-hand side of the table where his yellow is over the pocket. So the sooner he gets on it, the more realistic he will feel that he can take the frame out in this visit. I did half expect, Billy, that the shot clock might be a bit of an issue for Pete, but it's been fine, to be fair.
He's a much better player with it on.
So it's left-hand side of the table, roll it through, and then the red into the right centre, and then the red into the bottom right, and probably the black into the left centre. The thing for Peter is he's got the comfort of the balls on the left-hand side of the right-hand side of the table. Sorry, so this really shouldn't feel like a shot where if he misses is a problem. This came back a tad too much, but it should be okay. Ideally, he wants the white where it is now, but on the last ball on the bottom right-hand side of the table. But he can't really get the angle now unless he punches it back through, which law of averages says you're running it through so that you can guarantee a shot, whereas if you try and stun it, if you have a rush of blood and stun it too hard, you've snooked yourself and it's a problem. So play the percentages.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to suggest that Pete got a tad lucky there with that. That's loud, Billy. Is it going down a bit, or are you alright with that?
Turn it down.
Turn it down, yeah. Millet's alarm's just gone off, so you have to be careful. Oh dear. Oh dear. That I wasn't expecting. I'd say this is a fantastic opportunity for Josh now to just take these 3 balls and set himself up for a last 16. So it looks like Pete from Brown Edge 0, Josh Crowther from Buxton 1. He says. That is called commentator's curse, everybody. I can't believe that's just happened, Billy, on the basis that he took all them balls out confidently, smoothly, and then, yes, unlucky Josh. Is everybody okay?
That is mental.
On the plus side, it will get lots of views on.
I fluffed an easier one
Live
than this
streams.
last. Well, no, it was probably a bit harder than this actually last night.
Nothing like a bit of pressure in the first frame, is there, with everyone else watching on, knowing that they're on next?
Big crowd in here watching. Probably the biggest crowd I've seen live.
Oh, it's up to, we're up to about 45, 50
yeah,
now, aren't
a
we?
lot of people in here.
I bet you're all thinking, I want to draw them next.
Yeah.
It was Josh. I bet you're all thinking, Pete or Josh will draw them next, but I can guarantee you one thing, now they've played a frame on there, it'll be a different story next time round. Before the finals night, you'd have had Pete Guest down in probably your top 5 to win that, so there's your first upset. Next up, we've got Ben Venables and Alex Walker. Looking at the state of play with Al Walker firstly, he finished second to Josh, who just played in his group. And other players in that group were Shandy and John Black, who could have, potentially gone through. And looking at where Ben Venables is, he finished joint first with Paul Flower in a group where he'd won 4, lost 1. And again, 2 good players in there at least. All good players in there, but notable ones, Aid Chadwick and Nathan Ferns. Both play, interleague for Leek breaks. Both very capable. So I expect this game to...
Yeah, I've got you on the. I've got a filter on this.
It turns out we've changed the game. We've got Steve Flower and Paul Steele. Paul Steele won his group with Adam Johnson, 4 wins and 1 loss. And the plumber from another mother, Steve Flower, he won 3, lost 1. In his group, finished second only to Bailey, who didn't lose any. So let's see if Steve can plumb the steel in this next fixture. Do you like that?
What a great pun that is. Ben.
Yeah. He'll be getting his steel cutter out. Cole, we were just saying how much drama was in that last frame. What do you reckon?
Wow.
I had Pete in my top 5 for win this, and he's out first round. But also we've got, who's your money on for this game? Steve and Paul, 45-second shot clock.
Paul Steele loves it. Fast.
6 pole listers.
Yeah.
It's anyone's game, 1 frame.
But against Steve in this format, he's always going to be the one that isn't suited, isn't he?
The other monitor wasn't.
Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
The monitor wasn't.
Do a bit of comms with me, Colin.
Yeah, good.
The chairman of the league. Have you enjoyed it so far? I've just been saying 64 players down to 21 now.
Yeah.
Or 20 because we had 1 no-show. Thanks, Bailey.
Yeah. Great tournament. Look at the turnout here tonight. It's fantastic.
Oh, there's 45, 50 people here, isn't there? Easy.
Yeah. I'm really glad so many people have embraced it, and
Well, I alluded to the point that the memorial entries and the singles entries, they get a bit of interest, but this has blown up overnight. The amount of people enjoyed this.
I think we got 64 this year. It won't surprise me if we got probably nearly 80 next year from what people have said to me.
Yeah, yeah.
What people haven't entered, seen it, and said they wish they'd entered. So.
Yeah. Well, I was one of them. But looking at the lay of the balls here, Paul Steele's in firm favourite. Really just joining the dots up. But it is never as easy as that. Looking at the last frame, it is never as easy as that.
I don't understand what's going on here because Steve fouled on the break. Then Paul put the ball down the table.
What, he went in off the break?
Yeah.
Me and Colin were talking. Sorry.
I'm not sure what's happened there because a few players around the table said it should have been a foul, but then they both agreed that it wasn't.
I didn't see it. Don't know.
That's been overrun, to be fair.
Yeah.
Then he played his ball and hand down the table.
Paul's run out of position there.
To Paul play this shot, he's avoiding the middle pocket to come back towards the black, to get an angle to come back up again. It's a very, very difficult shot, and it's very easy to get wrong and not judge the pace correctly. Yeah, for me, I'm playing it harder because the gap at the top left-hand side of the table was bigger than the gap he had to hold it for, based on the pace he was
Still
playing.
leave himself a shot here if he can put that in the top left.
And just play into the red.
It's tough. It's so tough.
So to just play into the red to the right.
Yeah, just hold it off the red, and then leave yourself a thin cut on the last one. But yeah, it's tough.
I don't really think
Tough.
there's
It'll
any
be
other
amazing
option, to be
finish
honest.
if he gets this.
Can Paul stainless steel overturn Steve the Plumber Flower?
Wowee.
From what I could see with Paul being under the cameras,
incredible.
I can only assume that it was a lovely fluke. And this is why going in off the break or losing the lag will cost the frame. The secretary, stainless. To play in a group of 5 or 6 last week, to work all night, to get through in that top 2, and then turn up this week and going off the break to lose the frame. It's a tough old gig. So we'll start again. It's Ben Venables versus Alex Walker. It's difficult to say who's going to win any of these frames, I'll be honest, and it's purely on the fact that it's one frame. The majority of these players are capable of doing a clearance off the break with a table that's as good as it is. So really, yeah, it's about the lag, it's about the break, it's about not getting off the break, and it's about taking your opportunity. What you can't do is pot 2 or 3 balls when the clearance isn't on, because you're just inviting the problem.
Who is it, Billy?
It's Ben Venables and Alex
And
Al Walker.
Jimmy Buxton says it's lagging a bit.
Should be alright now. Really wait till I didn't have to do the block.
So Ben's won the lag. It looked like how they lagged. It was closest to the middle, not the ballpark, but all right, Dan, have you recovered from last night? Breaks 2, fighting relegation against 18 months without a loss. Prince of Wales D.
Wasn't
Enjoyed it?
18 months. Wasn't quite 18 months.
Well,
But yes, I'm glad you're still thinking about it and not reminding anyone.
well, you know, it deserves respect. Respect where it's given.
42 games, if you must know. I did check. And it was probably to you boys we lost last time as well.
Yeah, it was. We checked. That's a nice shot. If he can get that red to the middle next one, which I think he can. So for me, I'm pushing through of the white here. As long as I can get the white out of that cluster, it's better than screwing it back, because if I screw it back, I might not be able to get the balls I want. Whereas topping it through, I know I can guarantee them. Unless you hit it as soft as that. But I think he might be okay. If he is, it's very, very tight.
Nice trophy, isn't it? For the winning. I think it's just a tiny bit bigger than the FA Cup. Decent.
Yeah, it was too tight, clearly. If Ben gets the plant, he gives himself a go at this.
Yeah, not so bad.
I didn't think he was getting to cushion then, to be fair, so it was a heart and mouth moment. It's interesting because both of these players, I don't think, have played on the clock before, other than a Wednesday. But on a Wednesday, you haven't got all these people watching. So he sometimes encourages people to play a bit faster than they really need to. Because Ben, I noticed then he did get down on his shot really quick. Maybe the focus here is, well, it's definitely going to be to get on the black. I think it goes bottom left, looking at these angles. But we had a bit of a technical glitch with the TV monitor for the shot clock, so we're using the laptop monitor to do the commentary off, which is absolutely fine. You can more than see it. Still there, but it's turned into a 6 or 7 out of 10 pot to a 4, 3 and 4. It's not the worst shot in the world. He's got the pocket. There are certain circumstances where having the pocket does help. Yeah, it looks like Alex Walker's got this frame, to be honest. Short of potting this. If Alex does pot this, then in Group G that Josh and Alex were in, both players have qualified to the last 16, so yeah, that's off to Group G. So next we've got Daz Willan against Paul Flower. Let's hope he can do a bit better than his brother Steve, who's had a bit of harsh luck going in off the break. Looking at where they finished previously, Paul Flower was joint first with Ben Venables in his group where he won 4, lost 1. And Daz Whalen, he was second to Adam, who was invincible in that group where he'd won 4 and lost 1. So between them, lost 2 frames out of 8. Both very steady players. Daz does tend to use the majority of the shot clock, whereas Paul, knowing there's a shot clock, playing numerous times at a high level, I'd anticipate would be more comfortable in this scenario. But anything can happen. They both can clear up. They're both capable of 8 balls. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a close lag. Daz takes it. Decent lag. You could argue if that's in the jaw that it's a foul lag. If it's in the jaw, it would be, but I don't know from this angle how close it was. Daz is wearing his work gear, or he's going out gear. Every time I see him, he's got paint on his trousers or something. Well, he says it's paint. So far there's been 3 matches and every single one has either gone in off or dry broke. So if I was a player and I've yet to go on, I'd be checking the rack. Purely because if I dry break or going off, I'm either getting, well, the in-off's my fault generally, but if nothing goes in off the break, based on how good these tables are, it's because the rat wasn't quite right. Paul's problem ball is the one that's right in the middle of the table, in between those two reds. He's somehow got to find a way of getting into it, and the sooner he does that, the better chance he's got of the frame. Have you got an overhead view, Bill? Have you got an overhead view or not? So, it may be that ball that is in the middle might go, if you get your white good enough, into the middle without breaking into it. I'm not sure how much you can see, but looking at it, it's too tight, I think. Right then.
Daz are dripped out. The only person I know who goes working like, scruffs and then has £150 trainers on.
Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah. Top one.
So looking again at that middle pocket where Daz has left the white, you can clearly see he can't pot his red into that middle where the yellow is. So it's as much a problem for Daz as it is for Paul, that pocket in particular. I'm not sure if I prefer the reds or yellows, to be honest, at this point, because they're both scrappy. Maybe yellows still, because there's a bit more to work with together, whereas the reds are a bit more scattered. But so the red that is nearest the middle, where Paul's yellow is, it will go in the pocket, which is bottom left. But he's played quite a reserve shot there. The only danger is that if Paul can get up to the yellow near where the black is, he can free that pocket up again by using that yellow near the black, just above it, to move the red away from the pocket. Played quite a good shot there. He's left as one pot, but he's got to make it, and it's a difficult pot. And he's still got to work out a way of routing himself down towards the red, which is at the bottom end of the table near the black spot, because he's only one pocket that goes in. Now it goes in two pockets again. Very good shot. These are there for the taking now, really. Nice use of the yellow there to break that out. Based on what I've seen, looks steady, does tonight. Looks up for it. There's two ways of getting at this. One, he can drop the ball into the middle and then drop the other middle and then work his way round. Or he can drop it into the middle, run down to the bottom of the table, pot the ball, go back to the middle and then work his way back up top. But that seems to be slightly overhit. It should be okay, but there's a potential the white could go into the centre right-hand pocket, or he might just miss it. Yeah, he's probably just going to miss it. He's probably going to hit the underside, if anything, providing he just plays it with a bit of top, and he should be okay. the key with this shot is make sure the white's off the cushion. If the white's off the cushion, he can screw it back when he plays the ball into the middle. If it's on the cushion, he's got to top it through. Or be jacking. Wrong side and on the cushion.
Is he a bit straight there? Looks a bit
It's
wrong
absolutely
side.
straight, so for me, he's got to play the cup.
Yeah.
He's got to play the cup. Just because he's wrong-sided slightly, so he is just off straight, but his white's on the cushion, which is the bigger problem. If his white was off the cushion, he could at least utilise more of the white to try and come round the table.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be the cut.
It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be.
There's no future in that middle ball.
Attention Reds.
There's enough getting on for you here, Bill. Buttons everywhere, mate.
Five, four, three, two.
Lucky there.
Very, very good shot, followed by maybe a bit misjudged on the pace, and he's rolled too far and gone hiding.
Red only just reached the bag though, didn't he? So he couldn't really hit it any time.
Maybe better hit it harder then, isn't he?
Yeah, up and down. Well, off two cushions, or a cannon. He was close. He was fractions of cannoning that yellow though there. Any sort of contact, and he would have been plumb.
Okay, so I thoroughly expect someone of Paul's calibre here to just knock these in one by one. Played well last night. What I saw against him. The problem is, there's quite a few people watching it. It's quite hard. It's quite hard to, the atmosphere is decent, but it's difficult for the players as well. Ordinarily if they're practicing, these have already gone, but you're over-analysing and looking at certain things because it's difficult. Paul's first shot there was a shot to nothing in case he missed it. He had 3 other balls to go at, but decided to take that one just for security that if he missed it, he's not left the red. But they're a confident shot, so when he has played it, now I don't expect anything to be missed now from him because the first shot's always the hardest one in the clearance. And yeah, set him up. So next up, we've got Dave Cartwright and Sean Notley. Now for me, this is great because Sean, won't mind me saying this, he plays in the 2nd division, but loves his pool, and he come out of a group only second to Danny Guest, who didn't lose a game, to Chris Jones and Matt Ferns, who both play at a very good standard. And we'd spoke to Sean about it after, and he was absolutely buzzing because it's just a big achievement for these lads. It's one frame pool, but anyone can beat anyone, and this proves it. And I'm just really happy for him. So I hope he comes and pushes on now. If it was a Tour de France, he'd have the yellow jersey for sure. Dave's my stablemate, so I want him win. Granite last night he was.
Dish me.
I don't know where, he's not even gone to the middle of the table there, Dave, so.
Who was?
Got nowhere near the.
Yeah.
He was aiming for the top one.
Yeah, I was aiming for the middle. Blaming his tip for.
Seeing how people that have broken tonight have gone on.
Knockers qualify from the group of death.
So it's the first break of the night where no one's gone in off, no one's done something they shouldn't have done, and everyone's okay.
And a ball's gone in.
And a ball's gone in. If Dave, genuinely, I mean this, if Dave played anything like he did last night, I don't see why he can't go all the way today.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah.
He did a good clearance against you.
Very good, yeah.
He had a bit of luck against Tony, but he took out what were there.
He did.
But, as you know, from like a part-time pool player, 24 hours is a long time, isn't it, for form? You go wreck and ruins. 1 minute you're in a mansion, the next you're in a favela. It's one of them.
Should be. Dave was solid though last night on that table, so I'd expect him to do well. But it is one frame pool, you know. Might not get a shot. That's how it goes. You know. We could be turning around in a minute and saying Knockers his lag let him down. You never know.
You know what? If Knockers does get a shot here, I can see Dave only having 1 or 2 balls left at best.
Yeah.
And that black's now a bit tricky.
To be fair, this should be easy for Dave. The clearance he took out yesterday against me.
Yeah, but I was against you.
Yeah, it was a lot harder than this. No, okay. Swings it round, effortless.
Maybe a tad too far.
This is thin. I don't think it cuts, does it?
No. The one camera angle you haven't got, Bill, and that's the one.
What's that?
The one camera angle you haven't got is that thin cut. Let's see if it goes.
That is thin. But knowing Dave, if there is a chance, he's getting throws cue at this. And have a go. No, sensible.
Extension.
Extension race.
There's some interesting comments on the Facebook page.
There has been a mention of Steve's game about going in off. I think they sorted it between themselves in the end, and well, it cost Steve the frame.
Yeah. Someone says, Ben, that it's like listening to Michael Owen
Yeah,
on commentary.
thank you, Matt Wood. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Some Knockers fans.
Everyone's a Knockers fan in here tonight.
Yeah, should be, shouldn't they?
I'd say Dave got very lucky there, leaving that double. Assuming he gets the double.
He's got a cheeky.
Assuming he gets the double, he's looking at the black in the middle pocket nearest where the red is.
I can see
Track
Dave,
record with doubling on this table is not good.
No.
I can see Dave knocking this in. Watch this, it won't touch size, I'm telling you. Straight in. Rich vein of form, this man.
Right, Knockers, cometh the man, cometh the hour.
Here we go.
Repping it for Division 2, I love it. Nice guy as well. For a lot of players, it's quite a new environment for people, so it is difficult, but you soon adapt, you soon get used to it. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. again, absolutely fine. That yellow should go past the black.
Yeah, it does. Maybe just went a touch too far. No danger with the red being there. Could get red now, just be positive, get any sort of position. Saving it till last. Oh, he might take it now.
There's a danger of going for it and coming unstuck or leaving it there.
He's having a go. Oh, he just didn't get into it. And it does go off.
Certainly goes if you could.
That's the question there.
This needs queuing. Won't lie.
Cued it well.
Yeah, that's the only danger. Yeah, got a bit of lucky putting it right on that cushion. It should be alright, Dave. Expect him not to.
After this game, we'll get the draw for the next round up and running. Yeah, Dave's took it out well there. Well played from Sean, he had half a chance at that. I don't think he'll be pleased overall, but maybe disappointed at the same point knowing he should have had it, but that's pool one frame. So the next round of the draw is Josh Crowther and Adam Stubbs. Stubbs. Colin's just going to get a picture with everybody who's still left in. This is for his wall in his office at Bell. I think he's going to get it laminated, just in case something gets stuck on it, I'm sure. Right then, Adam Stubbs, Josh Crowther. Adam's first game on. My pick of the group stages, played 5, won 5, in the most difficult group in my opinion. But he's just lost the lag, so we'll see how he gets on. Dave, just hold on. Just a sec. Not yet, no. Carry on, you. I'd say yellows, if it goes in the middle, are the favourites.
Knockers.
Definitely for me, yellows. If that yellow goes to the middle, on the right, then there is an out here. It mustn't go. Nice first pot's always the hardest one. Yellows look good here if you can just find his route. The one furthest to the top of the table next, followed by where the two reds are to the left of the centre, the one closest to the, if you're playing snooker, pink spot if you like. I think if I'm Josh here and I'm looking at taking the balls out, I'm looking at a ball where I can either use the white or use a red to get into where that yellow is over the pocket. You can play a loss of turn shot, but the balls are in a really good position for Adam. So he's way leaving the cue ball, which makes it safe for the next visit, and it's not easy. I just feel a bit like with Josh's last frame, he's potting 2 or 3 balls. I mean, from a mistake really from Pete that left him to come back through, but I'm assuming he's got away in his head, but I don't really see one from here. just don't anticipate where this is going at all. It's going one way here, and it's. The thing is, if he was going to play the loss of turn, he might as well have kept 5 balls on the table he's just potted, because them yellows have not moved. Just keep them on the table, or try and break into it. Ball in hand. Hindsight says you leave the ball, which is where the yellow is, over the pocket till last. You might as well, and just take the other 4 balls out before it. Maybe the one to the left middle first.
Would you though? Because they're that easy, aren't they? You could use that, get one out of the way first, and just clear the bottom of the table.
This is all about percentage, though, isn't it? If you're confident, you just take the ball down the bottom end and work your way back up. But if you're somebody who looks at it half full as opposed to half empty, then
I think the black's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
yeah. But I see your table's running that well that ball over the pocket will be easy to get on the black anyway. So it's just about getting these out of the way first. Nice shot.
Overrun, mate. Could overrun.
Just dropping the one in the middle and then coming around the angles naturally. It's never the shot.
Strange old shot, that.
Go the other way. Natural angle to run it through. You're hitting both middle ball.
It's going to play this with a bit of pace, isn't it?
You have to stun it. Or punch it. Josh again. He's had a let off in 2 frames. Maybe it says night, but
This is not easy. On this table, this isn't easy. We've even played.
Are you game the bar?
I'm on next.
Well, this is as easy as you could possibly get.
Next up, we've got Dan Allen and Dan Duffield, the danger of the 2 Dans. Let's see who wins it first. Dan Allen was in a group that consisted of Dave Cartwright and Aidan Kasasi, the notable players in the group. Winning 4, losing 1. And I understand he beat Aidan on the way to finishing joint top, which is a great feat because, as everyone knows, Aidan around locally is one of the top players. So Dan won his group. 4 wins, 1 loss. 1 frame pool. Dan's got a pouch. He's invested in one of those pouches, I see.
He's got a little pouch.
Just put your chalk to the side of the pouch. It's lovely. Just need a glove now, Dan.
Towel as well.
It's a towel pouch. Either he's sponsored or he's just been paid.
I reckon he's got a little towel pouch in his pocket ready to stick on his shirt as well. Have you got 2 chalks now or one?
Sponsor on your left sleeve. Do you want some walk-on music, Dan?
He looks like he wants
Some
to walk
walk-on music, yeah.
Who's that? Fez has gone for 3.
No, Dan has gone for the middle of the table.
Dan went for the middle of the table. That's it. We've seen some crazy old blacks tonight.
On the plus side, everyone's consistent.
Yeah. Potential upset this one.
I've spoken to a few people, you know, and they've had Dan Allen go far in this.
Oh, here we go. Let's see how his rate goes. That was a Nick Sigley rap, that was. That was a Nick Sigley rap, that.
Dan straight off the bat, playing the attacking field.
Yeah, should be alright.
Fairly split really well, if you can see that yellow, which looking at the angles is tight, that is. Bit of scoochie might be alright. To be fair, I fancied him take them 5 drops.
Yeah, they were there after that point. Left Fez with nothing here as well. This is a problem with one frame pool, and he's got absolutely nothing. Just one, this long one, and then nothing after that.
Good shot. There is such a thing still as putting your way out of trouble. And this looks like it might have to be one of those scenarios. See Colin, the chairman of the league, gearing up for his game soon. Absolutely ready for it.
You reckon a bye and then a bye, yeah?
Yeah? There has been a few upsets already, Cole.
There's no upsets on one frame pool, anything can happen. That's the beauty of the competition.
I think really what Fez has got to do is he's really just got to tie Dan's balls up a bit, because leaving him shots on the balls that are open. There's one dead ball, but ideally you want 2 or 3 to give yourself a comfort blanket to someone of Dan's calibre, to be honest.
It's coming out of this shot, definitely.
You need a couple of retaining balls, to be honest, but still bit of work to be done here, especially where the yellow is.
The yellow above the red now, especially getting on the black.
For me, it's the right shot. He could potentially the red.
Drop on it, can't he, I think.
The red that's to the far left of the table, if he plays for his white to just drop onto it with a bit of side or get close to it, so aim for the gap, then he could leave himself on both balls. He's just short. If you're Fez and Dan misses here, you've got to be looking at potting the ball over the yellow over the pocket with a red and keeping yourself a good white somewhere, because that black really is a problem for Dan if he doesn't go out here. Bit of a let off from Dan Duffield there. Could have been a lot worse for him when he come back to the table, to be honest. It was a tricky first shot for him. Dan Allen, but it's not a gimme though, this, even though it should drop. Yeah, good shot. Next up, we've got Colin Andrews against Paul Flower. This is the tie of the tournament so far. There's been many a battle between these two over the years, and this really is just another day at the office for both of them. So we'll see on one frame pool, whoever wins the lag should be favourite. But we'll see.
The Disher, Colin, the Disher, Andrews.
I looked at Colin's group, and he was drawn in a group with Tony Shaw. And you could argue that both Colin and Tony really are up there with the standard of Pool and Leek. So it was a bit of a shame really for the rest of the lads in the group, because I know it's only one frame pool, but you've got two of the best players in the town really, and there's only 2 spots up for grabs. And on this occasion, both came through. It was just one of those things where for the rest of them it was a bit of a tough gig. Interestingly, both Colin and Tony lost a frame that night, and it wasn't against each other. Paul Flower won the lag. See, we have Colin who does lagging for us, for Leek A, and I think he's only won about 1 in 10 years. So it's not really the best of things for him to do, but Nick keeps putting him in, he keeps having a go, and to be honest with you, when Colin's away and Andy does the lag, we always seem to win that one. But we'll keep trying. Massive break there by Paul.
Kiss as well.
And the Reds. There's one ball which is where the Red's touching the yellow nearly. I think the rest do pass, even the one to the, as you'll see on our screen, to the far right at the top. The Red does pass that pocket, I think. So if you can use the ball where the Red is near the middle of the pocket to develop the Reds next to it, the Red and the yellow, just down the table, then these are on. If you're playing this with top, Billy, you're going to go into that yellow just below the red, but the white's going to go into the reds anyway, isn't it?
I don't really want it to stay, do you?
But you're losing the white. I don't know if we can screw into it directly, though.
I think he'll just try and screw into it.
No, he's turned it down. Because the angle's just not there. And he's still a bit short. So now it's going to have to be top right and then go into him and just rely on a bit of luck, to be honest. Maybe the thin cut to the far right hand red as you see it. If he plays the thin cut, his white can come off the 2 cushions, to be fair, and disturb them. But it's always, from the break, it was always the problem ball. I think for me, where them 2 reds are in the middle, I would be playing the cuts into the bottom right hand side of the table, because if I don't get the split right, I've still got the 2 balls to go
5,
at.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The angle's still not on. So that begs the question, do I roll the one in the middle and then use the white from the last red to disturb them and again get a bit of luck? It's all or nothing. Or do I leave the 3 balls on the table, because that ball next to the bad red, there's a bad yellow, so it keeps me in the frame. Either game for bust or you're holding on, but I don't see Colin taking many balls out if you hold on.
5 extension reds.
Time out.
Time out. On red.
feel a bit sorry for Paul here because he's had about 4 attempts at getting the right angle on that ball and it just hasn't fell right, and he's been inches short.
Well, if that one goes to the bottom corner, you're just going to set for a double or try and drop him behind.
But how he set the layup here, he's going into these. 2 cushions. No, loads aside. I mean, he's left a double, to be fair, I think. Has he? No?
Well,
I mean,
maybe. He's used his time out. I think that's the issue he's going to have here.
yeah, he's used his time out. He's got 30 seconds.
Look at this.
That double's tight. No, I don't think the double was on, to be fair, looking at that. Maybe the treble, like you say, but again, you're hitting it.
The treble was very thin.
You're hitting it hard.
One tricky ball for Collins. And he can get on his ear first shot.
Yeah,
Straight away.
yeah, maybe a shot to nothing as well.
Yeah, he's not going to leave anything, is he?
No. Probably about 6 inches too short there.
Little slippery, went. Just bring that off the cush, he's got plenty of time.
Don't get the bar in.
Hey?
Under the bar in.
Just made it messy.
Can you put that yellow next to the black, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use the full low enough, yeah. Oh, he's been getting from here. Trusting the table there. But the hit again, that's all we need to keep doing, isn't it?
Well, as white's okay.
Just getting that hit and he's alright. Colin was down so quick there. Got to play the plant early goals here, I think. Wouldn't believe that till when we last showed us the plant. Get it out of the way here, right? Fair play, yeah. Take this shot. Guaranteed to be on the other one, isn't he?
As long as it doesn't land dead straight on this, it should be okay. He is bridging a bit, but Colin stands up on his shot, so it's not really a problem. Topped it through as well. Yeah, nice finish in the end. One more down. Next up, we've got Joe Jackson against Adam Johnson. No, I am going to jinx myself here when I say this, but I had Adam down as one of the underdogs for this. Adam finished joint first, 4 wins, 1 loss in his group. Dave Brown was in that group, so it was decent. And Joe Jackson finished second, 1-3, lost 2. Only to Dan, who come first. So this will be a close game, I think. Anyone's to win, anyone's to lose.
Jackson with the lag. That was tight.
Did you see my lag? It was real fast, wasn't it?
Saw you, Dan, aiming for the middle bag, yeah.
Yeah. It was horrendous. Well, at least I've had a game on it now.
You had 2 on it last night.
True.
Not much has changed in 24 hours.
One, I told you Dave bloody dished me. I didn't really get a chance in the first game.
You broke, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's not playing on it, is it? Just breaking.
Should go to the gym.
Last frame it was the pouch, this frame was the, oh no, a few frames it was the pouch, this frame's the glove.
Yeah.
What's if you had to pick one, either the pouch or the glove, which one would you have?
Glove,
No.
without question.
With a pouch, you think Skippy the kangaroo?
You wouldn't do the combo then?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but the pouch isn't going to make your cue sticky, is it?
Some of them, no.
Whereas a glove helps. A pouch is just there. There's a reason for the glove.
Some of them Stafford lads on last Friday had the combo going.
So does that make it right?
The 12-6 result said otherwise, though, didn't it? You can't be aware.
Good players though, aren't they?
Yeah, decent, very, very good side, yeah. Nice lads.
They might be tuned into the Facebook stream here. Yeah, a good side out there, didn't last week.
I think one of the better sides we've played over the last few years, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. There was a couple of lads that turned up that didn't get a game, did they? That youngish team. Couple of pros.
Nick Sigley's had his view on whether the pouch or the glove. I'll let you decide what he might have put as an answer.
Yeah, I wonder what he's put. Yeah, Siggo. It's not going to be.
They both don't look correct, let's just say that.
I can see Siggo wearing a pouch.
I'll show our viewers what he said, but we can't repeat it on a stream.
I reckon a pouch should suit him.
Well, like a Borat.
Pouch, man. Over glove, Siggo, definitely.
Just try and get the exchange in before it starts screaming on the speakers, yeah. Tricky shot here for Adam Bridging, but if he plays it properly, he's still sort of okay, but it's difficult. He needs to be absolutely straight on his last red in the middle to roll through with any conviction. But then again, the yellows aren't really in the best of position. Nice shot. The question now is, do you leave the double? Because I don't think the angle's there, is it, Billy? For one? No.
Tell you what,
Wow.
that beard Adam's got is impressive, isn't it?
Decent, yeah.
It's getting there. Well, it's like last time I saw him. It was only about 2 weeks ago. I didn't see it before.
I don't know either, I don't think the angle's not going to tell. Soon to see. Shot that.
I noticed how you had to refrain then, Billy, from the viewers.
Some shot that.
Yeah. How's he looking on the normal cameras? Because he might.
Yeah, it's fine. I'd say it's a good clearance.
He's I tell you, he's my pick really for do some damage in this. Dish of the night, that. Clearance of the night.
Got to knock the black, yeah, we've seen worse missed, haven't we?
We have seen worse missed on 2 occasions.
Very surprised we doesn't. Yeah, great clearance that.
Yeah, very good.
Great clearance.
Yeah, quality that.
Greg Johnson makes his first appearance of the evening against Mark Atkinson.
Nick, I have shown Dan your comment. Again, it's not to be repeated.
You can't say things like that, Nick. Terrible.
Next up, we've got Mark Atkinson from Banks. Is he a Buxton player as well?
Buxton, yeah.
Buxton lads.
Banks Buxton.
Banks Buxton or Buxton Banks. And Greg Johnson,
Greg's fresh off 15 frames on table 3 against Brandon.
part of the furniture as Greg. He's had a bit of a sabbatical these last few months, but he's getting back into it, I think.
Moved house.
Yeah, he moved house and
Moved house, summer. He's going to have to wear trousers at some point this year.
fell out of love with the game.
He's still donning the shorts at the minute.
Well, looking at this, Greg finished joint first in his group, 1-3, lost 1. And Mark won his group, 1-4, lost 1. He only lost 1 to Pete Guest, so... What you will see, though, with Greg breaking is he has got an absolute hammer break. One of the biggest breaks in the town. And he's got his brother racking him up, so they're not going to be slack, are they? Let's be honest.
He's had a bit of bite there, hasn't he? Bit of rub of the green.
Looking at the position of the balls, you've got to say the yellow and the red that are pushed together. You need to be getting it out as soon as you can, as I've mentioned numerous times. Now there is a red and there is a yellow, so the only downside to Greg is the yellow he wants to get into it. He's got to play it first shot, so he might as well play the reds.
I mean, it's true table.
Open table.
Mark and Nord did well get through.
Well, I noticed in Mark's group he'd got Tim Dolan there, Pete Guest. Just looking at the others.
Reigning champion.
Was you in that group? Chris Plants, the lad from Banks's, what's his name? Anton Green,
And Rich Hine.
Rich Hine as well from Sea Lion. So yeah, decent group.
Find that a strange selection.
I think I'd be getting yellows. I know that your first shot was an harder one, but these reds are quite a bit more difficult. Is it worth playing the double now?
First player here tonight, Mark Atkinson.
What time?
I'd say about quarter to 6.
6? 5:45. What a guy. Second prize.
That's where the table will just catch out a little bit, ladders. We're not used to it.
No way. That's crazy. That's what I mean. I always see players actually always. How is that?
I'm sure he's playing here now.
That was one of them shots where the only pot he had was that one, but he knew that after the pot he wasn't leaving a lot. So really you've got to be tying other balls up now. Yeah, which Greg's he's doing. you playing the plant and then the lost turn next shot?
It's not much weight.
Well, looking at tonight, I think there's 3 lads that from Banks that got through, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's a few lads from Breaks 1, Breaks 2, Prince Wales B, Breaks A, Blue Mug, everywhere really. It's been a real collective league event. I'm not sure he wanted that to drop. Well, that could have landed much worse. I'd be happy with that if I was Mark, to be honest. As long as you time one of his balls up, preferably 2, he's still in the frame. Because Greg is ultra attacking and he will go for him. Greg could be in a spot of bother here in the next 2 visits.
It's interesting. I've got some non-pool players spectating. Wow. I cannot believe you can see that. All of a sudden, Mark's looking down the barrel here. It's going to be all getting out for the black, isn't it? Unless it's perfect.
This game's changed a bit from 5 minutes ago.
4, 3, 2.
I'd say Greg got a tad bit of luck there to miss all the potential balls, hit it thick and run straight through the gap. It has landed nice.
It's going to be delicate, this is.
Tied the ball up.
I don't think that would have missed anyway. That's an unbelievable shot, by the way. That is shot in the night for me, that.
Not Adam's last frame where he got onto his last red.
That was unbelievable.
He's not got on the black yet.
What we do is do straight back.
That's the problem. If you hit it from the top end, you're in trouble.
I think Mark Atkinson's licking his lips looking at this.
Not easy yet.
Unless Greg can find another one.
It's got to be a good hit.
He's kept his extension as well.
Said that man. And another one. a thin cut to the middle, isn't it?
You've got to watch him put the block in as well there.
Thin cut to the middle, really, is the only shot I can see. If he can't get the plant. Great shot. Very good shot. Under the pressures of that, it was quality. Really good. Can't take anything away from Mark here. He's had his chance and he's taking it.
Just don't follow it.
Seemingly flying the flag for Buxton. Here's Mark. Next up, we've got Tony Shaw and Paul Steele. I expect a bit of drama in this, but wherever Tony goes, there's drama, to be honest. So whether that's on stage or on a pool table, so we'll have to see how he fares. Coke, whatever, anything. Max. Pepsi, Max. Diets.
Zero.
Coke
Zero.
Coke Zero. I'll have it San Miguel Zero. Yeah, please.
What do they call you, Willie?
Yeah, of course you will. Thorn, doesn't
You look nothing like Willie Ford.
it? Must be on the ability rather than looks.
What, gambling? He's not a
Yeah.
very good gambler, was he?
No.
Paul Steele will have the break.
Can Paul Stainless Steel overturn Tony Drago Shaw in this monumental one-frame shootout?
Could be a quick fire affair, this one.
It's Cumbria versus Cheddleton. Winner takes the quarter-final spot.
Maybe a bit more. Yeah, very long, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Visit to the night.
Tony's first visit of the night, second touch of the table, but behind the lag.
He has been playing on all the tables.
Yeah, he's been seen on tables 1, 2 and 3 at various intervals. To be fair, most of the lads have had their eye in, haven't they? It's not like anyone's not had a frame, they've all been playing.
Oh, cheers. Cheers, Clinton.
I'm not playing. Didn't like that. But you laughed anyway. Bottom what? The stats.
Apologies for the colourful language there, everyone.
It's a problem when Clint's around. He's either like kids or aggression. We should have got that camera view for Tommy's camel.
Tommy's lunchbox.
Yeah,
Lunchbox
It's
is
in
out.
full float and that, but we haven't got a camera fixed on.
there's a baguette.
Yeah.
Is he sitting like?
Extension yard.
Tommy's got a packed lunch with a baguette or a couple of baps. A grab bag of sensations or something. I love that guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, then he didn't use the extension.
Yeah.
You're on about.
You may have seen Paul Steele before. He's in the back page of This Is Staffordshire doing the crosswords every month. He's been doing it for years. He's got his own board game, which is on Amazon.
Statman.
Statman. Bet365 Supremo. And just an all-round nice guy.
Unusual shot to play that.
Well, he has got a bit of security with the yellow nearest the black, assuming it doesn't go towards the middle.
He's had a touch there, hasn't he, with that?
I don't think Tony played to miss that shot because he's white. Wasn't anywhere near it should have been. Maybe hit it way too thick. Because he's white, if he was thinner, would have got the angle he desired. But for me, Paul, I'll be screwing into that with a white, just potting his yellow. Now he's fouled, and that's a problem. That's really pretty much handed Tony the frame, which is a shame, to be honest, because Paul will be disappointed with that.
He was in my group. Yeah. He would have gone to the shootout, but I drove the last ball against him.
Let's draw Ben next. Danny and Al, yeah.
Next frame's Danny Guest against Al Walker. It's youth versus experience. Should be an intriguing game. Danny was one of the players that won all 5 of his games last week out of all the 64 players, so hats off to him. It's the penultimate game before the last one of the last 16, so we're soon getting through these, to be fair.
Yeah. It's the look of the draw, isn't it? I guess the next week.
Scored. Watkins. Mandu. With the assist.
Yes. Not as anyone is.
It's crazy. Mbappe and team get called up for
I
that.
don't idea.
He's not injured. England 2-0. Don't know who to shirt.
Danny gets the break. Seems to
Bellingham.
have come out dry.
Bellingham's just scored.
Red's clearly the favoured, but not necessarily a good thing with this layout.
Own goal. means England are top in the group at the moment. Got that extra goal.
Alex will fancy a go at these. They're all relatively there, just joining the dots, to be honest. This next shot can leave him on 3 different balls, and then it's just a case of just finding out which ones he'd prefer to, which route he'd prefer to go down first, to be honest. It's a good shot, but it's still got a bit of work to do, get on the black.
Top backwards.
Just on the... Impressive by Al Walker then, a very good clearance. Played himself into this. See how he gets on later on, to be honest. Very intriguing.
David Cartwright versus Jason Clues.
Jason Clues and Dave Cartwright, the next two on. Jason's first game of the night.
Rattling through now, we've only got
Jason finished joint top of his group with Greg, winning 3, losing 1. The only one I lost was to Greg, to be fair. There's 7 matches left, ladies and gentlemen, plus this one making it 8.
no problem.
I told you, Colt, don't worry.
Jason Clues broke. Not in a few yellers. No, Dave broke. Sorry, Dave broke. I was looking over there. Dave broke, went and off. Did his wire go off the table then? Well,
This is what happened in one of the other frames. They have to take it.
well then it's a foul, isn't it? Yeah, because he's yeah, he's aware of his mistake, but you're not getting called loss of frame on it, are you? Even though it technically is. It is a loss of frame.
Something happened earlier in the game, in one of the first games of the night, when I say I don't know why it wasn't called.
He's gone yell as you. Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, well, right. This could be the worst result of the night here because Jason is balling and off Dave's break, plays his one shot of the night, which turns out to be a foul with ball and hand.
Yeah.
And
Well, like I said to you, you could argue it's loss of frame. So if he loses the frame off this visit anyway, then it is what it is.
just got to make sure he gets on the block. He gets the answer. Done all the hard
You
work.
better roll in past the red, aren't you? Just taking your medicine.
Yeah.
No point stunning for each. Try to be clever, sneak yourself, just roll back. Use the 2 cushions if you need to. Yeah, 2 cushions, perfect. Great use of side that was.
That Jason will be absolutely spewing, won't he? I mean, it's unbelievable. I feel horrible for the guy, don't you? I mean,
Well, he's been sat here for 2 hours. To go out like that.
that's it for the. We're into the quarter-final.
Quarter-final draw's been done as we speak.
But it's going to be done shortly, Ben, because I'm just going to go for a cigarette.
You going for a cigarette? Are you leaving it running or pausing it?
Yeah, I'll leave it running a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry we can't carry on. Billy's got nicotine issues, but we'll be back with us soon enough. We're all having a quick picture for the next round of entrance in the quarter-final.
It's a big trophy.
To be clear, the quarter-final is as follows. Adam Stubbs, Dan Duffield, Colin Andrews, Adam Johnson, Mark Atkinson, Tony Shaw, Alex Walker and David Cartwright. With Mr. Paul Steele taking the picture, doing a very good job. Did you get the giving that back. Giving that. Billy. He's 7-5. 2 minutes. Right, ladies and gents, we're just about to do the draw now. Billy's back, now he's revitalised, energised. Draw's done. First up, Dan Duffield, Adam Stubbs. Followed by Colin Andrews, Dave Cartwright, Mark Atkinson, Adam Johnson, Tony Shaw and Al Walker. The Battle of the Muggers being the last game of the tie. Do you think you're going to get past the blue spot this time? Alright. Why don't you use your brake cue to lag?
I said all 10. Right, George. He's got closer this time. He's nearly reached the bolt line.
Have about 7 goes at it, you might get one there, Dan. Yeah, me and Billy just saying, yeah.
Nearly reached the bolt line then.
Adam to break first. Game on. It's the business end now, guys, with this tournament. 8 players left. 1 frame pool. Looking at who's left in it, it's anyone's now, to be honest. All capable of beating anybody over 1 frame. Nice shot from Adam. This could be a clearance. Would it be the first one of the night or second?
It'd be the first off their own break.
Because he was in and off, weren't there?
Yeah. There's been 1 dry break in this clearance, I think.
Some players just turn up when it matters. Looks like Adam is doing exactly that. There's not been many countdown calls, has there? fancy him though. I fancy he's taking these out quite comfortable.
Tricky on this table. Thought you out last night.
Yeah, I fancy Adam take this. He's played well so far. There we go then, there's your first semi-finalist.
Nothing you can do there.
It was just a matter of time before the winner of the lag wins the frame.
You're going in here on a bit more action.
Next up, Colin Andrews, Dave Cartwright.
You and the yellow just drops in the middle. See, it's in the jaw. I was like, if it's the jaw,
Could be the slowest game of the night, this one. Dave against Colin. Colin's won the lag.
Dave's won the lag.
Colin's won Dave, yeah.
Colin yet to win a lag.
Dave with the lag.
There's no danger of Colin winning a lag. Form says there is no danger at all.
David won the dish here.
Reds look like the favoured colour.
No, very good that was from Adam. Breaking dish can't run full back at all.
Very much one of the players of the league that's improving,
No, without a doubt, yeah.
constantly getting better.
Yes.
Colin got a bit fortunate there. He's just owned up to a foul of his own. He's called himself a foul, which to be fair is mega honourable considering where these balls are. Because looking at the state of play here, I'd say yellows now are the favoured colours. Top yellow first, followed by
Fair call on this.
the right centre, and then they're all really dot to dots. That's a mega call to be fair, because Adam was still admiring his 8-ball, talking to Tommy about how wonderful it was, and he failed to pitch that he was reffing. I think Adam shouted at Tommy, and now Tommy looks like he's been told off. It could have been better really by Dave, but it's still no danger if he just floats it through. He's got 4 balls go at. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Just shy of perfect that really. The red in the middle nearest the yellow at the bottom, as you can see it, that's the second to last yellow he's going to be taking. Just so we can get on the yellow near to the black. When I say is taking, should be taking, but we'll see. This looks like he's playing on it now. I like how he's taking his time here, Dave, because what looks quite simple, it's quite important to get these right, because he shouldn't get another visit if he messes it up. big tweak. And to be fair,
Tell you what, Floyd's got a good shot here now.
Colin's honesty might well have paid off. Nobody wants to win like that, so that's off to him.
I think they don't like when Abels were dropped on this one on the cushion first, wasn't it? Off the one into the middle. Is he looking at this one into the middle back? No, yeah, he is. Coming round.
Billy, Billy, want some money back, mate?
Why?
There's about 22 quid on this table.
Look, good luck, keep going. I think that's about perfect.
That isn't.
He wants to be straight, and he just run it through.
Even the other side of it
He's
has
just
been
been fun
fine.
out though, isn't he? He was just playing the one in the middle of the three now,
Yeah.
second rather than one
Yeah,
bit-
straightforward enough, really.
No, he can come across enough, yeah, so it's fine.
Dave will be kicking himself there. That was a really good opportunity, to be honest.
That's a shot. Good shot, that. I think Colin's struggling a little bit with the pace and take. Just from his first
Well, a
two
few have
games.
said he's not as fast as they thought it'd be. You know, because see your other tables seem to be a bit sharper because it's a different cloth.
Just different colours, isn't it? This is a bit more grippy, isn't it? This than pacing. Bob on. That is. Bob on.
Touch of left hand side to miss the middle.
Perfect. Shot.
Colin's honesty paid off in that frame because he got another go. Next up, Mark Atkinson, Adam Johnson.
It's a weird game, this one.
I stand by my decision in saying that for me, Adam's the favourite. Just because he's an underdog favourite. For me, he's done the clearance of the night, I think.
He played very well in the group stage.
And
But he did lose one though, didn't he? Did he lose to Dead?
he did lose one.
Was it Dead he lost?
I'm not sure. I didn't get it down, but he'd lost one game and Paul Steele lost one game.
Looks like Adam's going to win the line. Yeah. Cooking on gas time, wise now. We haven't got many games left, and it's only 10 to
Luke Littler's 9-8 down.
Yeah.
De Decker. First to 10.
Here we go. Will he avenge his brother's defeat?
The cup break. First player tonight. See the cup break. Dangerous though. Don't pot a
Made
ball.
one though, hasn't he?
He's made one, but they're so dangerous if you don't pot a ball.
You going Ben Reds?
I'm getting. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go Reds. Yeah. As there's a problem yellow at the top and one on a cushion. Just.
Just as enough though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Can you see that? When is he on it? Never, isn't
He can cut the plant, to be fair.
You can, but you don't want to, do you? I don't think.
No, but you need to leave the red where the obvious red needs to leave. Really, this is angle ball for the other one.
Five, four, extension reds. Five,
All right then, it's on you, Mark. Maybe it was an obvious in off. I think Adam was trying to cue it so he didn't go in off. But problem ball naturally is the one on the cushion or the one next to the red that he's playing now. He has to really get rid of this, as there's nowhere else the balls can go. You can't use any other ball to leverage getting on it, so it's just a problem ball generally. Where lies Mark, the problem is the yellow that's dead on the cushion. There are a few balls around that, but he can work them, whereas the one on the cushion, it's the reds are hampering the shot down the rail.
He's going to play this with a bit of top and a bit of power. He's playing for this. I don't really see how he plays with screw button there, because you've developed nothing at all, have you, really?
It was an opportunity to move his reds off the pocket and away from the scent, if you like. He needs a bit of luck now, really, Mark does, because he's relying on getting a good split and getting a good lie at the end of it, as opposed to playing the balls from where they sit. If you were yellows now, you're probably the underdog for this frame. Well, there's no probably, you are the underdog for this frame. Maybe a shot would be to play one of the yellows to pot the reds, loss a turn, and just put your yellow over the middle pocket.
If he plays the yellow into the cushion off the one red and knocks one over the middle back in.
No value in that for me, I'm afraid.
How's it going here, though, Ben? Lovely.
How Adams cued this first few matches, I don't see anything other than a clearance now. He's looked really confident, really positive.
He's going for these, isn't he? No, he's got to be on one of them, hasn't he?
He's okay there.
Well, as you say, he's okay. One good pot here from one, he's out. He can play this dead weight. All he's got to do is worry about the pot. If Mr. is out, when we see that one again, will we?
I wasn't sure he could play the ball down the rail, to be honest, from this angle I was looking at. A few sniggly shots turning in now. It's amazing how a few visits have like changed the contrast of
Pressure coming in. Not easy. The Cumbrian wizard just going to give himself a prep talk.
the side cushion and pot the yellow. Looks like there might be a path.
Could do, yeah.
You need
to play with the side,
Yeah, either that or the right yellow. Play off left side of it, duck out, left side of the table. But yeah, that's what he's done. Well, he's gone for a double as well. Bad shot that.
He'll have to cut though, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's thin. I think he might have to go up and down though. I don't know if he can hold it. He could get straight through.
That's a touch. That's a touch
I
of
didn't
kiss.
realise
That
he could get to that.
Nice little kiss that was, wasn't it?
touch of. You need. Everyone needs a stroke now and again, and that was a
Killed it
stroke.
that didn't it?
Got straight through, didn't he? Straight through.
Probably just giving him a weird encouragement.
Yeah, lovely cueing. Adam's still in the race. At least one Johnson knows how to do it, somebody said in the crowd. Tony Short, Al Walker. This will be either a very slow game or a very fast one. What you can guarantee is they're both, well, Tony's at least 7 parts in, and Al's at least 3 or 4. I'm on coke, so
You haven't been down here, so you can't be here.
He's dropped to this side.
10, no. Very nice. Yeah, single malt for the raffle for the Christie, the great big raffle we're doing.
The raffle for the Christie.
That's the weirdest lag we've seen all night. Both players have come up and down. Tony won it. Here we go. Tony to break. Made one. Oh, he hasn't had it before.
This is why the rules are so frustrating with this exact situation. You break your pot ball, not only have you got to pot another ball, but you've got to find it safe if you don't want to pot a ball. And if you don't get it right, you're just turning the frame over.
Probably go at these rods as well.
So you're playing a containing shot, assuming you're not going to leave anything else. And I think he's okay with that.
He's played that well there, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause he's cut off the easy shot for Al, I think. Oh, no, he hasn't. He could just about get through.
So this falls under the bracket of probably being a very slow frame.
At some point, one of them's going to leave something on there, aren't they? Probably could even be this next shot. He's going for the red. Oh, it's touching. It's getting more awkward now, isn't it? At some point, one of them's going to have to go for it. It may be this shot.
Oh, there's a red on.
He's got to go at the
There's a
red.
red on, yeah.
How's your look, Al?
Open to
Not
talk,
brilliant.
open the red up. Just tied the black up a bit though.
Reds are definitely the
Played very well on this team last night, Tony, didn't he?
generally, yeah.
Is he going to play this thing cut back in? We'll take it that Black doesn't go to the corner, it may well go back into the corner. Put into the middle, red onto the white onto the yellow, onto the yellow, over the black.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be playing that. I think putting the red in onto the yellow, onto the other yellow and black. But it's going all over the bag. He's on. Looks like. Problem is, he's leaving black split till last. Might go in the corner. I don't know. I can't quite tell.
Tricky this game, you know, isn't it?
Yeah. If you don't go in the corner, you just get to play a little nudge, little cannon. Probably not off this one though. It's got to be off. It's got to be off the red.
Attention Reds.
Side didn't take it all. Play with enough. World of trouble now. You've just got to get the hit and just hope.
Alex has just had a big suck on his peace partner and he might be back at the table any minute now.
Having a good chug there, wasn't he? Making sure he's nicotined up.
Yeah. High on life after Tony jibbing that one. It's a good effort, yeah.
Keeps him in it. Keeps him in it.
Don't know, Dan, this table's that clean, they go down the rails like a dream, don't they?
You do, but this is one of those shots though you can't miss. It's a tough shot first that you've got to get it really.
He's playing the middle.
I thought you meant down the rail.
Yeah, no, you've got to get to it. But
There's playing
could he play his shot to nothing, snooker?
top, play it with top. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's playing it that way, hasn't he? You don't want to pot that.
That's fine.
He's saying don't go in. That's
fine.
a massive favour.
Does he go? Is
It
he
must
on?
go. The bottom
Yeah.
one of the two must go. If that one's just gone in,
Yeah.
that one must do.
Yeah, looks like he's on it.
A little bit of luck favours the brave.
Yeah, he's on it. There we go. All of a sudden,
He had to judge if that other one had just gone in.
All of a sudden, we could see
He's looking at a fair old layout.
does the black go anywhere? I'd be tempted to just get into this. Get him. Either play the long one or the one over the middle and get the black
to
out.
attacking you.
The thing is, you got to do it soon, don't you?
He put it together in the pocket at the bottom right.
Well, I don't know if it doesn't. Then
I don't think the yellow goes into the bottom.
Well, then this is the ideal
Black
opportunity, like Dan says.
and he's playing it top bag. At some point, though, if you don't go in,
Well, it must go.
I think it goes
Play
out.
that shot. It must go.
It could go in the middle.
I don't think it goes in that bottom one. Black definitely does, so I don't think it goes.
I thought that last shot there, he had a good angle on two yellows to attack it. But if it goes, it's fine anyway. I can't really tell. So if it goes, he'll just play on it, won't he?
Extension yellows.
It's great this is, because if you roll back in the pool league the last 5 years or something, you'd never dream you'd be in this position now, would you? With the rule change, with the stop clock, with the extensions, just the game's completely evolved.
Both extensions have gone. That's the first time tonight both extensions have gone for the players.
Oh, that was another opportunity that was missed, sadly.
Tony's just going to float this in.
The thing is, right, Al took
I
every,
don't think the black are going to that.
Big one for a double, isn't it?
Al took every single shot there and he took his time, he was methodical, and that last one, just got down and played it.
If it doesn't go with that, you've got to play for the double, surely, drop it in. Big bag, and you'd fancy doubling that with how big the pocket is. Once again, go into it. We had a lash. Oh, he's had a stroke there, I think.
Tell you what, if that had not that other yellow one as well, then
Yeah, horrible.
I mean, he's had a touch as it is now, but at least he's got a shot. Natural angle as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm surprised the double wasn't looked at there, because you would have thought
It was risky
dropped
trying to.
in.
You're guaranteed a shot on a double, aren't you?
Yeah.
That you're not guaranteed anything really, clearly, the pot.
Yeah, it can be a bit wide with double as well, where the yellow is, it'll go in off it.
I'm not sure about this.
Was it lefty?
I think he's left it.
I don't know. I don't think he has.
Don't think he has.
It's tight, that is. I don't think he has. Bit of scooch might get it. But it's that close.
Well, having a look, he doesn't look like he has left
And I
it.
tell you what, he's not got extension
Wait.
either.
No, he's got crack on.
He's going to have to come up with a run.
He's getting across. Oh, he's left it spicy there as well. Oh, really? Can you click the one? It's so dangerous, that top one.
Probably the longest frame of the night this one is, guys, I think.
Still cooking on gas for time, what?
Bit of a result there. This is tough. Just got to get the hit, don't you? Tough that was, get anywhere near. What's Al got in his locker here? Not sure about that. Gives Tony a free
That's a
look at
free.
it.
Complete shot to nothing. He just slowed up. Dead weight.
Yeah. He's only got to cover the bag here.
Colin's on bottles now because he's playing some serious pool at the business end. Is everyone okay? What has just happened? The lights dimmered.
The bag and
He's left
everything.
a perfect angle as well, hasn't he?
Oh, he's left it can off it. Open the bag up.
Tony will be kicking himself here.
Play off the ready.
Yeah, just hit it thick. Play this black in the middle.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
didn't need
no!
it.
Oh no! Stunned it.
Didn't need it.
The drama. Nobody wants this.
Stream's gone. Everyone's saying
Stream's gone, Billy.
all the viewers.
Al's played a nice shot.
we're recording anyway, so it will be uploaded to YouTube later. So if it ever has dropped and you want to watch it back, they can watch it back on YouTube.
It's been.
Yeah.
Al Walker through to the semi-final. Lots of needle in that one. Right then, we're looking at doing the semi-final draw. Billy's just busy a minute, just checking all the fire exits outside. And that everyone's behaving as they should. With a candlestick. Up until that last game, both Colin and Tony were the only people left who come from the same group, which just goes to show how tough that group was. You're kicking yourself, Dave. Yeah, I figured.
It is. You don't like to.
I never got a
Me,
fucking
I'm
shot.
fucking birthday free. Is that all?
It's like
This is on, yeah?
rinse repeat yesterday, Dave, but instead of them break.
Lost the lag down. And then, but he's gone. In fact, I don't think they're that tough, even if he hasn't fouled. I'll tell you what.
It was a noble call from Colin, to be fair, 'cause they were on.
Oh yeah, I expect Colin
No one
to
saw
got that. I mean, not.
You know, me he called it on himself, and no one saw it. No.
I was grateful after the chance. I do miss Leek.
Yeah. I think so. So, have you done the draw? Are you doing the draw?
Adam Stubbs and Alex Walker.
The draw. Adam Stubbs, Al Walker. Another battle of the Blue Mug boys. Alex is playing, so you have ref call. Alex is playing, so you'll have to ref. And then the second one's Colin against Adam. So there's 4 left. This will be an interesting frame because Adam's played really well and Alex has played that second part of that frame really good against Tony. So, but Adam's just come off the back of a big 8-ball against Stan Duffield, who everybody knows can cue a ball in the division. Down, you must be playing really well if he's putting them in. I said if he's 8-5 down and he's knocking them in, he's playing really well. Al Walker wins the leg. Mistimes the break. and leaves a very, very slim go at yellows, providing that plant goes on the bottom right hand side of the table. Fancies it getting into them. Definitely fancies it. Still got a problem ball though.
He's got to play that one at the top.
The black's dead, so I think that's helped him, to be honest. The black being where it is, it sort of gives him a free rein to have a go at these.
Adam's got a lot of work to do, hasn't he? Serious amount of work to do here if you're on reds.
What I can guarantee you is that it's going to be an entertaining last couple of frames and final. Fancy it.
It'd be an hell of a clearance for me. I think that if I was that now, I'd be thinking, right, I don't need to get out of myself here because the clearance is on, and while I've got enough balls on the table, I can make it awkward to get around with bringing my bad ones out.
Yeah, but the rules, they dictate here for Adam, the rules do, to suggest, well, why am I going to develop them without trying to take them?
That's not played right, he's like his hands like that. Really has.
The worst thing that could have happened would have been move the black.
He's in a bit of bother here now.
You may still be able to knock it back on the cushion, I guess. Yeah, there's no point in potting any more balls because you're just leaving yourself to fail.
You really are putting yourself in trouble.
But looking at how Alex started the frame, he's after it as well. So
Both attacking players, aren't they? I don't get that shot, I don't. Really don't. He's in trouble here now. Really is in trouble here. If anyone could pull one off, though, it would be Adam. He's got some shots in the lock.
time out, please.
What's wrong with him?
Adam's saving grace is that yellow that's implied between his reds. As long as that's there, he's still in the frame, because what he's doing is he's allowing Alex to try and break his reds out at the same point as the yellow. So either one of them needs a bit of luck. But if you're at the table, then you're in a better position than the other guy because you can do something. It's that simple.
Just get a little bit stale here.
You know, wherever the balls are, right? I was always told this, like from years ago when I used to play, when I first started. And no matter where the balls are on the table, if you're at the table, you're in control. It doesn't matter where the balls are. If you're at the table, you're in control because the other person has no influence on anything. Oh, it's a black. So you know when like somebody's really got your arm up your back and you're really tied up with the frames. If it's your visit, well, you're still in the frame, aren't you? It's one of them. He's trying to look at it from that perspective. does that yellow go into the middle? It doesn't. So for Adam, he's one cushion escape to get, just touch the red that's on the cushion and leave the white where the red is. That's his shot. That would put him right back in the frame if he just touches the red on the cushion. If he disturbs all the balls, it's a problem. It's just one cushion, just touch the ball, leave the white there, force.
Even where we are, what angle is it?
Well, you're forcing Alex into playing the yellow, that's his problem. He won't go in the middle.
One time. Don't want to play.
That was a good pot, wasn't it? I didn't see that one. Did you?
That's the one time he really is in some serious bother now.
I thought to myself, he played it, he's done well, miss all them balls. But then nailed it bottom corner.
The fact that wobbled or whatever, he'd have been quick in here, but he's up against the team.
I love that shot. Played it with so much side to just avoid touching both.
That's a good shot, that.
Either player now really needs to get a ball near to those other two balls that are the problem so he can develop them. There's no value in covering a pocket. There's no value in doing anything other than trying to lay up your only ball you can see properly to develop the one where there's a problem. Because otherwise, they're just not there. I mean, he's left Adam, potentially a double.
£100 that money match was.
What's he looking at there?
I'd be playing the white down the bottom end and forcing him to play the red. I'd be forcing the only red in front, so I wouldn't be moving that. Moving that, you're sacrificing your only safety. Your only safe ball on the table, you're sacrificing it when you don't need to.
5, 4.
So now, if Adam can just nestle the ball over the pocket slightly, it would ask the question for Al to go at these, I think. Because if it's over the pocket, it gives him a chance to try and get it out, the next shot, or even set himself the double. Yeah, that's all he could do. Table straight, mate.
I wouldn't have been playing that at that pace after this table's had
50 million finger marks on it.
How many frames it had on it now tonight? 20?
20, yeah. I'd be running my hand over the line before. Because
You're asking a lot there.
you're napping up, aren't you?
You're asking a lot there. 20 frames in. The table running true as. You are.
I think Chris Jones played the exact shot last night and said it rolled off, but you've not levelled it up since, so it must have been a nap.
Extension yellows.
The only way Alex can win this frame is if he takes a risk, because eventually Adam will have a go at the double, and that was a good shot. Assuming now Adam can play the red across towards the yellow at the top right and just nudge the yellow, it's you're returning the favour if you like. But then, if you don't get it exactly right, then Alex will look to play the loss of turn shot on the other balls at the other end of the table and leave a bad white. So he needs to get this absolutely bang on, or it could cost him the frame. Looking at the angles, it's actually a big pocket where Alex has got the ball to play down towards Adams over the pocket. So this shot's absolutely crucial.
4. Station Reds. 5, 4.
Now then, Alex, it's on you. He's waited and waited for his opportunity, and he's finally got it.
Is it a big ball or not?
I think it is. If you're looking at the actual table, it's a big one. The jaws are fine. The jaws are fine. He gets a double kiss on the red. Yeah, like so. It's all on you now, Adam. How's your queuing? See, for me, with situations like this, I'm stunning that off the cushion. I'm not rolling it through.
I think he was worried about the blocker, wasn't he? It wasn't easy to get on the platform where he left it, was it?
Well, that, and it's in your eye line, isn't it? The ball over the pocket. He's cued it well. I'm always stunning them because my back arm's horrendous.
This is the one where the pace might catch him. Anything, you've got to let this a bit off.
You've got 4 foot play with.
Yeah, you've got to make sure you're at the bottom of the table.
Well, this shot, really, as long as you're hitting it thin, you're going to get back up. He's hitting it thin. Yeah. Hitting it thick, problem. Guaranteed at least one Adam in the final. Can we make it 2? Next up, Colin Andrews, Adam Johnson.
It's 27 minutes past 10, so we're all right.
Would you say that this has been the biggest crowd you've seen at a Leek Pool event before?
I'd say it's been the biggest crowd we've had at an event. I mean, years ago, people used to come and watch the Memorial and singles, but it was always on presentation night. This is just a Thursday.
And there's a few Leek Pool players here as well.
In the middle of the calendar, you know, there's probably 5 or 6 lads at Blue Mug that aren't playing today, and there's a couple of lads from other venues that have just come to see the setup. And this competition has been more enthusiastic, more enthusiastically taken for the league than since I can remember. So hats off to Colin, Paul, and Aidan for suggesting it, and yourself for hosting it, really, because it's, well, you know, both of you collectively, all 2 groups of people have brought this on. So hopefully next season we can get the majority, if not all, of the league involved over all the venues and make it another success, because yeah, it's been decent.
Made.
I'd say Colin would prefer to be yellows, but his first opening shot's a difficult one. I'm not sure if that 3 ball plank goes. I think it does at slow pace. Yeah, so yellows are there. And Definitely
He
a
wants to
time.
leave the one by the cluster for his last ball, does he?
Yeah, he don't want to go into the clusters because he's losing the pace off the whites.
Well in control of the table, Leek Collins. Well in control. He just got, well, I didn't think he could play lost. I was going to say, just goes out of the way now. Skill shot.
The free ball plant if it's on. He can play a skill shot, that's the shot to play.
Yeah, if he can play it.
Or the red that's furthest next to the two reds next to the black, the one furthest away, to play that, but with your white going into the plant of free balls to try and either A, get it over the pocket, or B, get the plant. Just play the pot. Your natural angle's going into it.
5, 4.
Yeah, there's no conviction behind that. Needed it that a lot harder.
Did one not use his extension? Of course, it's a perfect chance of that,
That's not the best.
I just think Cole's been struggling a bit with the pace, I do tonight. I think he's generally just under it now, but I think through the night, I think he's just struggled a bit with the pace.
I know, I'm not sure he's played on it before, Bill.
Probably not, no. It's mad this clock, when it look how visible them finger marks are on it now. And the worst point for that is Adam Johnson. I know from brushing the tables, he proper digs his hand into the cloth when he queues up. Does it go?
Yeah, I think so.
To the top bag or the cloth to the middle?
Goes to the top bag, I think.
Does it?
Well,
It looks tight on from our angles, doesn't it? We haven't got the best angles.
it looks like he's playing for the cut, though.
I don't think it goes that top bag.
Well, if we had the screen, then we would be able to see.
Cracking shot.
The finals there. Adam Stubbs, Colin Andrews. Who's everybody's money on after watching that tonight? So Adam is the only player throughout the whole competition that's not lost a game in the group and is in the final and main event. Colin's lost one. And that was in the group last week. So between them, I think they've had 10 frames apiece. And they've lost one. It's not bad.
Just having the ceremonial photograph with the Champions League trophy. On Amazon, you know, Colin put it in the biggest trophy in the world, and that's what came.
Was it?
I have no idea. It's large. Lag's important anyway, isn't it?
The lag's the most
Big lag.
important shot for this shootout.
Big
It
lag,
is.
Big lag.
Collins won a lag.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Right.
Did he win the lag against?
Your brother. Yeah, broken ditch, didn't he?
No. Did he win the lag against Adam?
Against
Colin.
Yeah, Colin broke, didn't he? Yeah, Colin broke.
Okay, so he has won a lag.
He wants to make a ball. He hasn't made a ball.
Over to you, Reds.
First one, isn't he? Is he on?
Yeah, he's at what top left hand side of the table. Has to be Reds.
You would imagine so. What did he give up that break against Stubbo?
He hit it well, to be fair. He just
You're unlucky there, aren't you? Not made one in that situation.
could we be witnessing the first ever Liverpool League Shootout Finals Night competition winner 2024.
Chance here, hasn't he? He's got a big chance here. They all seem to like that, don't they?
He's feeling it now, he's cued that well, confidently punched in the middle. He's absolutely pretty much straight on this red now, when near the black. If he can punch it straight through, that's probably the best route to go. Gives him a chance with his other balls left on the table, but he needs to get it absolutely right. Otherwise, he could be in a spot of bother. Assuming he doesn't get on the top right hand side red. No, sir. Now that if he can't get that ball, has raised big questions, because that's a really difficult ball to get onto now. Assuming he can't get through the gap. Yeah, he's absolutely plumb. Great shot.
Well, we should be crowning Colin in the next 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah,
Take
that.
his time here,
If that.
Adam looks like he's. I mean, again, that's just in the table. Like 21 or 22 games of good one is still way too long. Like left the table. Just got to hold himself together here. Sit down. Shot. Absolutely perfect. Here we
And
go.
there you have it, ladies and gents, the winner of the 2024 Shootout, Colin Andrews. Thanks for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Good night.